When I do speak up, I speak up about what I need to, and I don't back down from anything. When I stream, I have multiple mods that I respect and they respect me. And any toxicity, I don't even know when it happens half the time, they just remove them. Me dealing with those types of challenges has become very easy for me. And along with that, I surround myself with positive people. My team, my teammates, my friends, and those that just support what I'm doing.
Being somebody who was first known more for cosplay before I got better at playing games, a lot of people just are like, oh, Romanova the cosplayer. I'm more than that. And I get it that that's like what people recognize me for, and that's great, but as much as cosplay is a part of the FGC, I also want to be recognized for the hard work that I put into, whether it's playing Dragon Ball or like Mortal Kombat, knowing frame data. When I commentate, it matters. If people are going to recognize that I'm really good at cosplaying, I want them to recognize the other skills, you know, I also put a lot of time into, just like cosplay.
Being taken seriously. People will not see you as an equal. It's just hurtful because you want to play this game and you're so excited, you've been training for many months, you sit down to play with someone and they don't even play their main. That's happened to me a couple times. I've been sandbagged and I beat their main character, and they get upset like come on guys, grow up. The way I've dealt with these issues is mostly just playing.
I've had people questioning whether I was actually going to compete or not. I have to deal with crowds standing behind me because I'm a girl competing, and then those same crowds making comments about my appearance and whispering like, oh, she's actually good, or oh, she's bad, why is she here? And people making me feel uncomfortable for no reason at all. When these things happen at tournaments, I generally try to ignore them. If I feel like it is going to be an issue, I will say something to the person that I've dealt with, or I will talk to a TO about it.
I feel like a lot of women are in a constant battle against gender inequality, or constantly fighting gender stereotypes, and women are often held to a higher standard, especially women in leadership roles. And I feel like esports, gaming, FGC, the internet in general, the anonymity allows for the criticism, the trolling to be amplified. It becomes like this echo chamber of negativity, and it often feels like you're not welcomed. It's hard to feel welcome or wanted, or that people want to see you succeed. People will always have something to say, but what you can control is how you let it affect yourself. So I encourage my team, my players, my staff to be positive role models in the community and try to make the community a better place. And I think that that sends a really strong positive message to the community and encourage them to do better.
Being a woman in the community is definitely a challenge. All eyes are on you. You have to be very careful with the things that you say and do on Twitter or Instagram, but it's a challenge everywhere. There are always going to be a very vocal minority of trolls, but they can do a lot of damage when it comes to your emotions and your self-esteem. And of course, it can hurt pretty bad. One of the ways that I deal with it is that I join other groups of women who go through similar things. Like we have group chats and women-only FGC groups, and we provide moral support for each other, which I think is extremely important to have someone to talk to, especially being a minority in this scene.
The biggest one for me was just not being taken seriously. A lot of people take my personality as a bit more abrasive. I let a lot of people's doubt kind of influence how I felt about myself. You know, oh, well, they're not taking me seriously, so I'm not going to take myself seriously. I ended up learning how to cope with that, really just putting in a lot of work and focusing on bettering myself in my gameplay. It used to really put me down. I was always just in a bad mood, or I just didn't have a lot of self-respect. And since then, I've learned to really be confident in myself and also really just love who I am and what I do provide to this community. I had a lot of support.
Like one of the main things is misogyny. I believe that if misogynism could be erased from the FGC, it would be a 11 out of 10 community, because it's a great community. I feel like whenever I play, I'm very confident. I'm super confident about myself because I love myself and everything, but like when I show up and people still think that I do not play. People like, I'm here as a like they ask me, oh, so you're here for like, to, I don't know, your boyfriend or something, and I'm over here like, no, like I'm here to play. We as women, we need to show up to events to let them know that we have been there ever since day one. But the things like, yes, we are a minority. Yes, I agree. We are a minority and there are very few of us. But I encourage all of the female gamers out there, if you enjoy playing any type of fighting game, if you enjoy the community, if you enjoy watching tournaments and all that from home, go to an event, come out, put your name out there. That's the only way we can do, and like that's the only thing we can do to change misogyny in the FGC, to let the guys know that we are there and we have been there ever since day one.